This is A. Wesley. That ain't even tells like a TI is. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up and share subscribe. Topic I'm going to talk to you today about is Celebrity Roundup. And this week's Celebrity Roundup, I'll be talking about Teyana Taylor, even though it's kind of a couple of weeks old, Teyana Taylor breaking up with Aaron Perez, Zoe Jalzana being the highest paid actress. I also will be talking about Jack in the Box closing some stores. I also will be talking about I also be talking about the movie Sinners won some Golden Globes, and also Teyana Taylor won a Golden Globe for Best Supporting Actress. Those are just some of the stories that I'll be talking about in this week's Celebrity Roundup. Like I said, they said Zoe Zelzana uh, just becomes the second highest grossing actor of all time. Uh, that worldwide title previously held by Samuel L. Jackson. So I'm glad for Zoe Saldana. I'm glad some of these black actresses are making money, even though she's mixed race. They still consider her black, and so I'm glad some of these black actors and actresses are making the same type of money that their white counterparts are making. Some of them, and like I said a few minutes ago, I'm gonna read to you right here. It says Teyanna Taylor and Adrian Perez reportedly split after less than a year together. Now, some people were saying, I think this happened. Like 3 weeks after Christmas or right after New Year's or something like that. And like I said, it's a couple of weeks old. But some people were like me; they kind of knew this was like a more like a publicity stunt, relationship. It didn't really have any meaning in it because he was already popping from. He was his star had he was doing stuff here and there. But his star rose. But when he did the voice for the Lion King, and people liked that really much, and then she was starting to come up in music and stuff like that. And then she was doing a couple of movies here and there. And and uh and uh and so when they broke up, some people were surprised, but the majority of the people were not surprised, and I wasn't surprised either. And then right after that, she won a Golden Globe, and she had a nice speech, and she was saying in her speech that sometimes people say that they don't deserve to be in certain rooms. She said, yeah, all black people deserve to be in those type of rooms. Like I said, I'm just paraphrasing, but that was a nice little speech she said. She won for supporting actors and stuff like that. And let me go on to the next story. Let me pause this video right quick and put up the next story. Here's another story I want to talk about. It says Damon Dash filed company filed for company photo imaging LLC has been sold for 100 million at at an auction in effect to cover nearly 1 million in in defamation lawsuit debt. Yeah, he had been going around saying certain stuff about certain other entertainers, and now he has to pay all this money out. And it was reported last year, I think, by him that he was saying that he was having money problems and stuff like that. So Damon Dash has been on people for years because about 2 or 3 years back, he was at some kind of event, and some guy said that he owed him some money way back then. I think it was like 2022, 2023, or something like this. So he has been in debt for a long while and stuff like that. Now on to the next story. The soap opera Beyond the Gates, they have been having a lot of awards, and Kobe Natasha, she has been winning the award for best performances, and they were saying that they had the highest ratings last month out of all the soap operas, out of all of the five soap operas that are still on, and I'm glad for Beyond the Gates and stuff like that. Now on to the next story. Oh yeah, it's rumored that Anthony Edwards was seeing Rossy Diaz, but now he says it's official because he brought her to some kind of red carpet thing. Now I was saying Rossy Diaz been dating a lot of celebrity men, a lot of celebrity men lately. I think one time she had dated that co-host guy that she used to do the TRL show for, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, that's just another topic that I want to talk about right quick. Yeah, this is the main story that's been popping off for a couple of weeks uh, about um, about uh, about uh, about gospel singer Donnie McClurkin. Now I know back in the day they kind of hinted around some things about him, but I'm going to read to you what it says right now. It says gospel singer Donnie McClurkin accused of using prayer using prayer the blank away sessions to groom and to groom and to groom and SA young church members. And I was saying, oh, I hope this ain't true about Donnie McClurkin because people are already up in arms about Jamal Bryant and his wife and what they did over the holidays. So I sure hope this is not true about Donnie McClurkin and stuff like that because there's been a lot of stuff in the news and internet about him and stuff like that. So let me go on to the next story. Um, Yeah, Bruno Mars was supposed to he put out his album a couple of weeks ago, but he had pushed that back to I think February. I think it's February the 12th or 13th or something like that. And he also is supposed to be going on tour with Leon Thomas and Anderson Paak. Oh, I really want to talk about this. This happened a little bit around the holidays, a little bit over, and I know that Money Long had to quit the Boys Mind tour right in the middle of the tour, and she had did them all the way up till they got to I think she did the Atlanta leg, but then after that she didn't do anymore. And she said because the doctor took her off for health reasons, and then she came out and said this: Money Long. Money Long counter sues ex-manager for forcing her into a mental health facility. And I was saying, what? What happened? I know she said she had some, but on here, I'm going to read to you. She said what she said. Her medical condition was, uh, what her medical condition was. And I'm going to try to, yeah, zoom it up. Okay. This is from the Billionaires Display Club, and it says Money Long is putting back everything together again for former manager who had who had the singer in a mental hospital for her. Okay, now I got more. Yeah, former manager with serious allegations in newly court papers. The Grammy winning singer claims her ex manager forced her into a mental health facility during a flare up instead of getting her properly medical treatment, experiencing she says caused lasting harm. The countersuit also alleged that the mismanagement, misused opportunities, and denied owning any unpaid communication responses from the former manager legal's team. More details and things. And so she said, she was diagnosed with something else, but the manager put her in that, put her in there, and didn't give her didn't give her the proper medical attention, and so that's why she's suing him for all these damages. I don't blame Money Long. They were trying to do her like Wendy Williams and stuff like this. So you got to watch these managers and producers and stuff like that when you when you are with these people, because they're not really for you, they're really for themselves. They're really for themselves and to make money off of you. I think I got one more story to talk about. I'll be right back after the pause of this video. Speaking of Donnie McClurkin, I talked about him a minute ago, and this is his response. This came from the Jasmine brand. It says, gospel singer Donnie McClurkin speaks out after being accused of SA three times. Assi- Assistant in bombshell lawsuit called allegations contrived and untrue. And that's what I was saying. I hope they were not true and stuff like that. And so and so this is what he said. Let me see if I can zoom this up. It says Grammy winner and gospel um, pastor serious allegations allegations is claiming are contrived and untrue, according to a civil lawsuit for personal assistant uh, Gillespie um, Gillespie Cone sought of guidance and SA and faith and and complaint allegations, and beside doing to so-called pray the blank away. I already read that part. But anyway, like I said, I hope that wasn't true. Going to the next story. This rapper Lil Durk said that that he claims that he's been locked in solitary confinement for 4 months, plus lawyers warned it may violate his constitutional rights. So he's in jail for something, but he was saying they got him locked up like in solitary confinement, so he can't get out. So his lawyer saying it might be against his rights, and so they might file a claim on it. And the last and final story is about Mary J. Blige, uh, former hairdresser. It says stylist Melissa Halton speaks after lawsuit against Mary J. Blige is dismissed. Plus says she chose peace. Now you just mad because you didn't win that lawsuit. You thought you had a lawsuit against Mary J. Blige, and Mary J. Blige and her lawyers found out that you didn't have no suit, and the judge dismissed it because you didn't have enough evidence against Mary J. Blige and stuff like that. I did a previous video on what she accused Mary J. Blige of, but I will read some of it. And this is from the Jasmine brand too. It says Mary J. Blige is speaking out after after the dismissal of her lawsuit against Mary J. Blige, offering reflection and long legal fight, says she chose peace. I said, yeah, because you didn't get that money that you thought you was going to get. That's all I have for this celebrity video. This is A. Wesley. That ain't even tells it like a T.I. is. I am out.